All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today we're taking a look at how design professionals are completely transforming their struggle with complex design software into absolute mastery. If you're an architect, a landscape designer, or an engineer, you already know your software should be a bridge to your imagination, right? It shouldn't be a barrier. But for a lot of us, it's just plain frustrating. So we're going to unpack the ultimate roadmap that takes you from zero software knowledge to total high-end productivity. Seriously, are you still wrestling with the software? Because if you've ever dealt with laggy files, that dreaded spinning wheel of death, confusing toolbars, or the sheer terror of scrolling through hundreds of classes just to find one single structural detail, well, you're definitely not alone on this journey. So many designers start their days so pumped to create something beautiful, but they end up feeling like they're just fighting a digital opponent just to get some lines on a page. The philosophy you really need to adopt here is actually super simple. Stop searching, start learning. This comes directly from Jonathan Pickup. He's a 30-year Vectorworks veteran who literally authored their official training manuals for 8 years. His methodology is widely considered the gold standard, mainly because it targets exactly why users fail, and it outlines the specific, actionable steps to take you from a complete beginner to a highly productive pro. His core mantra is all about stopping the endless search for quick fixes and actually putting in the time to genuinely learn the fundamentals.
Here's the exact blueprint we'll follow today. 1. Wrestling with the software. 2. Mastering the design basics. 3. Optimizing your digital workspace. 4. Elevating to 3D modeling. And 5. Learning through community support.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, Wrestling with the Software and Validating the Pain of the Design Professional.
When you're constantly dealing with thousands of unorganized data points, unsorted classes, and endlessly duplicating your clicks, you experience this massive glucose drain. Basically, your brain is forced to spend way more energy just searching for tools and files than actually being creative. Every single time you have to scroll through a messy list of hundreds of classes or recreate a detail you've drawn a dozen times before, you're burning precious cognitive fuel. You're literally draining the glucose your brain needs for actual design work. And honestly, this is the root cause of the fatigue and the lag that so many solo designers feel when they're working in total isolation.
Moving right along to Section 2, Mastering the Design Basics, which is truly the foundation of high productivity.
Jonathan makes a really vital distinction here, and it's honestly one of my absolute favorite takeaways from his training: efficiency versus effectiveness. You see, efficiency is just speed. It's like learning how to type out your repetitive project notes really fast. But effectiveness, that's something like building a text database or using custom autocorrect shortcuts so you reach your end goal without ever duplicating your effort. You literally never have to type those notes out again. That right there is what true productivity looks like. The foundational habit that turns your abstract ideas into tangible designs actually relies on a super simple workflow triad: input, create something, and then do something with it. Whether you're using basic 2D tools or really complex coding features like Marionette, the process is the same. You always need an input, which lets you create a specific object, and then you output or do something with it. Ensuring every single action has a specific, measurable output totally prevents you from just clicking around aimlessly.
Let's put that into perspective with a super practical example. Drawing a simple rectangular room using the line tool takes a minimum of 8 clicks, and at the very end, you're just left with 4 disconnected lines. But if you use a shape, like the rectangle tool, it takes exactly 2 clicks. And the best part? That shape instantly gives you automated area calculations. That drastically speeds up your ability to count, schedule, and price out your projects. It's a tiny adjustment, but man, it saves hours of work over the lifespan of a project.
All right, on to Section 3, Optimizing Your Digital Workspace, where we talk about customizing the software for your brain. A highly optimized workspace is basically your secret weapon. By using tear-off palettes, you can place your most frequently used tools right on the periphery of your vision. No more moving menus out of the way just to see your title block. Add in pinned files for instant access to your current projects, throw in some custom hotkeys, and suddenly you're just gliding through the interface. You are finally telling the software how you want to work, rather than letting it dictate your workflow. Now, this concept is an absolute game changer. If you filter your classes with specific tags, say for structural detailing, you instantly hide all the other noise. When you're focused on details, you don't need to see the landscaping classes or the plumbing classes, right? By filtering them out, you prevent that nasty mental glucose drain we talked about earlier. You keep your focus incredibly sharp, and you only deal with the information that's actually relevant to the task at hand. Now for the really fun stuff. Section 4, elevating to 3D modeling and bringing those flat designs to life. Take the Shell Solid tool, for example. Instead of just settling for simple linear designs, the Shell Solid tool lets you take any complex, curved 3D face and give it realistic architectural thickness. Think of it kind of like forming the walls of a clay vase. This completely moves you beyond standard planar extrusions and opens up an entire world of organic, highly detailed modeling possibilities that actually reflect how things are built in the real world.
And then we have working planes. Mastering working planes is the absolute secret to flipping through saved orientations effortlessly. The source material notes that mastering this one single concept can cut your 3D modeling time by up to 30%. That is massive. It allows you to precisely control exactly where you're drawing in three-dimensional space without having to constantly reorient your entire model.
I absolutely love this quote from Sherry, who's a user in Jonathan's community. It perfectly captures that whole transformation from zero to master. She said, "I was using Vectorworks like it was a pencil, and now I can push one button and my 2D drawings are miraculously 3D. It's that magical light bulb moment, you know? It's when the software finally becomes a true extension of your imagination, rather than just acting as a super expensive digital sketching pad."
Which brings us to our final piece of the puzzle, Section 5, learning through community support, because you absolutely do not have troubleshoot alone.
Look at how drastically training has evolved over the years. Back in the 90s, it was all just static PDF manuals. Then in the 2010s, we moved to visual knowledge bases, which were great, sure, but they often led to a massive amount of information overload. Today, the absolute most effective way to learn is through an interactive school platform. It's specifically designed to combat that overload by organizing your learning into actionable modules, like Foundations, Architect, and Landscape, all while fostering real peer-to-peer collaboration. An effective modern learning environment, just like the Vectorworks Training School, essentially acts as your daily life support system. Between the live monthly webinars, direct Q&As, and peer troubleshooting forums, it gives solo business owners the kind of collaborative power and support network you'd normally only find at a massive design firm. If you hit a brick wall on a project, you literally have a room full of experts and peers ready to jump in and help you push right through it. Jonathan really hit the nail on the head when he said, "This is your community. I'm a facilitator, not a dictator." His whole approach emphasizes collective intelligence. By hosting member showcases, he extracts these incredible teachable moments from how different designers are solving problems in the real world, rather than just giving a boring one-sided lecture. It's all about shared growth. When you learn how someone else engineered a really complex roof or how they organized their class structure, you can immediately adapt that success straight into your own workflow. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought to chew on. You can certainly choose to be in business on your own, but you never, ever have to troubleshoot your software on your own. True mastery doesn't just happen by accident, right? It happens by mastering the basics, highly optimizing your space, and relying on a solid community. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep fighting your software every single day? Or are you ready to let a community help you truly master it?